Crypto Bully Bear channel where there's only fun coding and no financial advice. Welcome in, you little scavengers. So see what people do. Yep. Today's 6/11, June 11th. There's a lot of talks out here, a lot of talking. Just give it a minute, see what's good. Anybody in the room, in the house? So May came and gone. A few things happened in May. Had a few things popping off, developing. Pretty interesting month. Looks like they're getting ready for the big shebanga. What are these guys doing, man? Get out of here, buses. Don't squeeze me, papi chulos. Don't squeeze me. Yep, that's funny. That's just what I was going to talk about. So if you haven't noticed, it's been 1 year and it actually shaved a zero and moved up a number. Loan protocol, baby. Metallicus in the fucking house. Loan had shaved since last year, Loan shaved a zero off and went up one number. I think it was at 0, 0. I think it was at 4 zeros and a 4. Now it's 3 zeros and a 5, baby. 3 zeros and a 5. And I told you, one of my two biggest coins was Loan. Not that I'm holding, but like my two biggest favorite coins was Loan and XPR, baby. Loan and XPR. XPR is going to be the oil that runs the whole ecosystem. Loan is going to be the token that hopefully we loan out and we just get passive income for the rest of our lives. And maybe we could even borrow from ourselves and invest into other shit. Metal Dow. It's very interesting. We have some people believing that banks will be using XRP for their transactions. But if you have Metal blockchain. I don't know if I kept saying that. Metal blockchain, the banks, I mean, you can think about this, and then whatever you decide that the banks might do, then you can go off of that. But let's just say some people say that banks will use XRP, so meaning that they'll use other people's coins, but they can use XRP to make transactions from one coin to another, right, without losing value. If you have Metal blockchain and you have your own coin and you're a bank, maybe you don't need to use any other blockchain for conversion. Maybe you might have the fastest or be on the fastest blockchain. Let's say Metal, they're going to merge, right? Metal blockchain, XPR, DAO, all that shit is going to merge. So they're going to create an A chain, supposedly, which is supposedly the fastest chain in the world. If the bank is on Metal and they create their own coin, and that blockchain is merged with XPR and I don't know what other tokens will be merged onto that chain. But regardless, you created your own token as a bank on the Metal blockchain, and that Metal blockchain is supposed to be the fastest blockchain in the world. I'm just curious. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. Do you really need a middleman? If you are on the fastest blockchain in the world, do you really need a middleman to convert your coins? Or do you believe that you have the actual tool within the Metal blockchain? Very interesting thoughts. Now, I guess if somebody doesn't want to create their own blockchain coin, or their own coin, I should say, then they won't use Metal. I don't know how expensive it would be for somebody to create their own coin. You know, if it's, I don't know what those numbers are. It could be in the hundreds of thousands. It could be maybe a couple of thousand. I do not know. Maybe it is a high price, and maybe banks wouldn't want to get involved maybe in creating their own coin, and maybe they will use XRP to transfer with other tokens to tokens, so without losing value. But it's very, very interesting. Very interesting. You think loan will overthrow XPR? Well, you know, you got to understand, if, I'm not saying this is true, but if XPR is going to be the oil, who's going to overthrow the oil? Why would you overthrow the oil if the oil is going to keep the whole flow flowing, running everything smooth with no friction? It could probably be the same. I could see up to the same value and stuff. And who knows? Maybe loan will be a bigger, you know. Hopefully. Hopefully. I got more loan than I do XPR, so hopefully then. Hopefully. 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 Let's see. Owners of Credit Institute. Thank you, 777. Yeah, I'm gonna give another shout out back out to this guy. I don't even know if it was a guy or a girl, but an entity, I'll say, a creature of another sort, reached out to me, named Royal Purple, weirdly enough. And if it wasn't for that person pushing me onto XPR and pushing me onto New Titans videos, I probably wouldn't be into the metallic ecosystem, honestly. So I really, I mean, I don't know if this person is even watching my videos anymore. I don't even know if this person is even on social media anymore. We had a pretty tight connection at one point, and then you know, all this spiritual stuff, that one person that was feeding me some information, whatever, just decided to be like, I'm getting all my I'm taking all my powers back from everybody, my this, my that, my knowledge. And then I don't know, I never seen him after that. I never heard back from him. So seems like some people I don't know, some people come into my life and they guide me in some very important paths and put the spotlight on very important events and stuff like that, and then I don't know, then they just disappear. So weird. It's almost like angels coming into in your life and then guiding you almost into the right path, and then I guess they take off and go help somebody else. So very, very weird. Very weird. What's my job? You know what? There's so much scamming going on over here, this and that. I really don't want to say too much about where I work, but I definitely want to leave where I work, though. I'm done with the 9 to 5. I am looking to transition into full-time trading and out of my job. So, but being that my wife needs the medical, I'm a little stuck at the job at the moment. So we'll see. We're gonna have to start eating right and fixing everything with inside her, so we won't need the medical. So that's another journey within itself. But yeah, Loan Protocol, baby. Do not forget, do not sleep on Loan Protocol. It is sneaking up gradually, and I love the way it's moving, because it's moving so smoothly that hardly anybody really is speaking about it, you know, or making a big deal. You know what I mean? Like how you got, you know, some of these other coins, they pump 10%, 8%, and then people are fucking flooding social media with the pump is in, the pump is in. But then you got, you know, the Metallics company that comes in and they do hard percentages. You got, you know, XPR hitting sometimes 20, 30%. And we just sit back and relax, like, okay, all right, we waiting. Oh, I want to park you up. So keep your eyes. Today is 6/11. That's another thing I want to speak about. I follow this other person, and this person does some crazy decodes, and the receipts are on point, I would say, what they show. a second. The receipts are on point. So they're saying today 6/11, right? Obviously 6/11 when you flip it is 9/11, right? Or 9/11. Let's see what happens today. They're talking about some type of East Coast, not East Coast, West Coast event today. Something about Seattle and the needle, and I don't know what other else. So very interesting to keep up on the news and see if anything happens. But then again, this guy's been saying this for probably the last 4 years, and this is the fourth time 6/11 came around since I've seen this video. I don't know how further back he was talking about this, but we shall see. We shall see. That's really about it. That's really about it for today's wrap up here. Anything else? Oh, man, just keep sharp. Keep sharp. Stay tight. Stay healthy and keep your mind right. You know, if you're gonna if you're making big investments, if you're investing into crypto, whatever else you're investing into, precious metals or whatnot, keep your mind right. Keep yourself healthy, because you are gonna want to be in a clear state, in a mental, clear-minded state, in order to enjoy this money, this fortunes that are coming for us. So, you know, eat right. Make sure you're not eating all this chemical shit. You know. I'm trying to eat a little bit more off in nature instead of things out of a box or from a supermarket. That's really about it. It's really about it. Just waiting now and enjoying my time with the dogs. Anybody else? What's going on your side of the woods there? Good morning to everybody. What's up? What's up? All right, so I guess it's a quiet day. No one's got too much to say. Very good then. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see here. All right then. That's all I really wanted to say. 6/11 is here. Let's see what happens on the West Coast. Let's see what happens on the West Coast. Well, that's funny, right? That is actually happening on the West Coast. We got all those people going berserk and breaking into stores and looting shit, which I really don't understand how that is pertaining to the ICE incidents, but that is what exactly is going on. So let's see. Maybe something major or big over there happens. Oh, yes, the military is there. Supposedly the military is there. The Marines are there with the National Guards. So, interesting time. Let's see what happens. I'm going to wrap this up now. And I'm going to go chill with my dog before I go trading. So, love you guys. Appreciate your time. And show a little love at I Told You So Wallet. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let me see before I sign off. I got one thing to say. The processors trigger one company to become big. Oh, yes. Planeteer. Yes. I know they got data and all this other crap and shit. And that's how they're going to get your information and find you and deport you. Oh, yeah. Surveillance is here heavy. Surveillance is here heavy everywhere already. If you look up, you can see all the cameras. You can see the hidden cameras. You can see on the actual lights. They got like these the traffic lights. I don't know if you ever noticed, but they got like these little square flat platform. Not I wouldn't say platform, but like a little square disc. Kind of flat, like pointing down to the people. Supposedly those are, I don't know if those are looking into cars, but they're scanning though. Those things are scanning. Not too sure what information they're picking up, but they're scanning vehicles, and I don't know if they're getting inside the vehicles and having any more data in the vehicles, but there is definitely surveillance everywhere. They got new cameras on the highways over here in New York City. Supposedly these cameras, if you see like a round, skinny, like toilet paper shape, like the inner tubes of toilet paper, if you see those type of shapes of cameras, Supposedly those cameras have x-ray vision and they can look into cars and stuff like that. I'm noticing there's a lot more cameras on our highways over here. They say, they look into your car to see if, you child trafficking, if there's people in the trunk or whatnot, or people in different positions that don't look normal in the cars, I guess. So, plus, they're also picking up shit inside of your car. So if you're holding your phone or doing whatever else and playing with your phone, most likely they could probably pick up your details, and who knows if they'll send you a freaking ticket or whatnot. So, yes, Georgie. Yes, Georgie. Yeah, they will introduce solution, problem reaction solution, for sure, for sure. Yeah, get that Face ID, Planeteer. All right, guys. My dog is waiting on me, and I'm Elskis. Love you guys. And show a little love. I told you so, Wallet. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.